Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Giant. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Big Grant.
Okay, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight.
You know, just because you look the role doesn't mean you can play the role. And in a matchup like this, we know one guy has a lot of strength. You can just see the muscularity. One guy doesn't. But this sport has taught us time and time again, sometimes that doesn't matter at all.
Like the great Sugar Ray Robinson, a lot of people think the greatest fighter of all time, pound for pound. He used to say that boxing is like geometry. It's about angles, keeping somebody off balance. Not who's stronger, but who can use those assets, or who can keep the other guy from using them.
And a good counter by Grant. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Grant. Halfway through this round here. It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. What happened to the get-to-know-ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant, and we've already had 4 courses, and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet. You got 8 more to go.
That's a tried-and-true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Grant. And what a clever combination by the Giant. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remember.
A little defense turns to offense by Grant. Good block by Big. There's another left hand from him. Good counter punch. Halfway through this round. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Nice block by Grant. You can see him timing that double jab to the head. On the mark, the counter punch by Grant. Last 10 seconds. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Nice block by Grant. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Grant. Grant's got some swelling that's now starting to show.
Keep your head moving.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good defensive skill with the block by Grant. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Able to dismiss that body shot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Wow, is he defensively sound. 10 seconds to go in this third round. we come to the end of the round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Good block by Big. Good looking counter punch. Grant's vision is being compromised here. That swelling around the eye is worsening as the fight continues.
Well, right now he has to use every advantage he can. You're right. He's at a disadvantage. So now he has to position himself in the ring, every inch of that ring, where he keeps his opponent in a place where he can't throw punches towards the bad eye, where he positions himself where the good eye is always in a place where it can be used.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Grant. Halfway through round number 4.
Off the rope.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Solid counter punch by Grant. Grant's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Nice block by the Giants. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return.
Stay away from the inside.
10 clicks of the top. They start up again. Back to action here with another round. But who knows how much longer it'll last. This has been a completely one-sided fight.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
On the mark, the counterpunch by the Giant. Sharp counterpunch by Grant. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Back and forth exchange. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Grant. what guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Keep moving.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
And a sharp counterpunch by Grant. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Let's see some more hits. Let's see some more hits. Get out of the way. Open. Keep moving.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Good counter punch. There's another left hand from him. And a good counter by Grant. He has walked through bullets, bazookas, and bombs, and he's still standing in there tonight, Teddy.
Yeah, this is a testament not just to the physical makeup. I know a lot of people at home are going to say, wow, what kind of bone does he have inside that chin? But it's his mind, too. He's making a choice, just like you do in life and other things. He's making a choice to deal with this. A lot of guys would have given in already.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Nice block. Grant's got a bloody nose right now. I don't know if it's broken, but the bottom line is it's going to be a distraction. Devastating blow by Grant. Grant's ability to utilize this jab, fighting on the outside, has been so critical in what we've seen on the scorecard so far. Why so, Teddy?
Because it's not a common jab. You know, he reminds me, believe it or not, of Hector Camacho, the former junior lightweight champion, because he throws a trip hammer jab. You know, usually you turn that jab over, you know, counterclockwise, but he doesn't turn it over. He just drops it down. It just drops straight down. There's no warning, and boy, it's been landing.
And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
You gotta protect yourself.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. kick, and here comes the left hand.
Focus. Keep moving, baby. Come on.
Good return fire that time. What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been.
Side, side. Move your head.
On the mark, the counter punch by Grant.
Side, side.
Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. At the halfway point of round 7.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move.
Blocks away that headshot. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Grant. A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Grant.
Let's see some more hand movement.
See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Keep your head moving.
Grant's in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way because I can't see it any other way.
And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a nonstop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
A little defense turns to offense by Grant. Grant's now showing off what he probably worked very hard on in the gym. You can see that the effective footwork, the movement, is making for this to be a fairly easy round for him. Teddy, what kind of training regimen do you put a guy through to develop this skill?
Well, what you do is you have him work on defense. Sometimes I'll put a fighter in the ring to spar, and I won't let him throw punches back. I'll make him just make the guy miss. Just use his legs, use his head movement, use his blocking skills, and make sure he concentrates exactly on one thing, defense. He's showing it right now.
And a well-placed combination by the Giant. Nice block by Big. Well-placed counter punch by Grant. Every gym's got one of those double-ended backs, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
Use the jab.
Halfway through this round. Good block by Grant. Good scoring counter punch by Grant.
You're not focusing. In and out, in and out.
Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. And a smart counterpunch by Grant. Oh, good exchange there. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Grant. Well-targeted counterpunch by Grant. Gets rid of that body shot. Accurate counterpunch by the Giant. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
That attack. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Nice block by Big. Well-placed counterpunch by Grant. Worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Good block by Big. Good counterpunch. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Excellent counterpunch by Grant. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Grant's now fighting two opponents. The man opposite him and his eye swelling.
Yeah, but you can't panic, Joe. This is boxing. You know, this is not the opera. These things happen and champions win. under these conditions. So right now, believe it or not, strategy, you got to stay calm. And you got to start thinking, okay, it's this eye that's swollen. I'm going to keep the fight on the side of the ring where I can see with my good eye. You got to really think that clearly in these kind of conditions.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. What a good counter punch by Grant. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Stay away from the inside.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Protect yourself. Look up there.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Keep your distance. Range.
Now that's some fine work right there by Grant. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
This is a defense. Keep working the jab.
Parries that punch away. Solid counter punch by Grant. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Grant proving to be elusive.
Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
Well-placed counter punch by Grant. Right back to the work up top. Good defense, just covering up down low. Able to dismiss that body shot. Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Nice block by Big. tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
Rain, what to?
Defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
And he returns on that exchange. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Devastating blow by Grant. 'Good defensive skill. All the rounds in the books for the official decision. Let's send it up to the ring.
We go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges score the fight a unanimous decision. Your winner,
Grant, your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
For Teddy